All right. So welcome back to another embodiment practice. So we're celebrating the new moon today and all that that entails. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about really how to kind of tap into this. So again, since we have kind of the weekend to play with this energy, it's a really fun time. So essentially, whenever you're looking at the new moon, whenever you're experiencing a new moon, it means that the sun and the moon are in the same sign, right? So that's why the energies are a little bit more powerful or maybe a little bit more magnetic, if you will. Oh my gosh, Taylor Swift is here. That's awesome. Whoever has their picture as Taylor Swift, I love you. So with a new moon, you want to set an intention that's going to really go over the next 6 months. So a complete moon cycle is from the new moon all the way through the cycles to that corresponding full moon. And so this cycle that we're starting right now really projects whatever the next 6 months are going to bring in for you, or you can really start to cultivate whatever it is. If you have a specific intention or a specific goal, whatever feels right to you, you want to think about, okay, where is this going to put me in 6 months? Which is a strong practice in and of itself, because so often whenever we are goal setting or really just daydreaming, doing any sort of work, whatever you're into, we think about the big picture, right? And so often that big picture, sometimes if it's like, I want to move somewhere else, or I want to do a career move, or I want to get this training, or whatever the thing is, or maybe there's a personal goal that's not as tangible. Sometimes the big scary goal can feel big and scary, and this is something that we'll definitely talk more about as we go through Embodiment Academy. But really not letting yourself get into that feeling of like the big and scary, but also just kind of taking steps every day, right? So what are the little things that you're doing today that can set yourself up for the big thing to happen for you, right? Making it very bite-sized. So a lot of times we actually get in our own heads about taking action or doing things, or really even, taking the first steps, because it feels so big and scary. And so a lot of times we think, oh, well, that would never happen for me, or that feels really like a lot of work, or whatever the story is that you're telling yourself, And a lot of times it's like, well, it's almost one of those things where if you've ever had the experience, well, I already messed up this week, so I might as well just wait till next week to restart. Does anybody ever have that experience? Whether it's like, if you've ever like cheated on your diet, like gross, all the time. Yeah. So it's really, that's one of the ways that we can self-sabotage, is by saying like, well, it didn't work out, or I've already messed up a little bit, or I don't really know how to do the first step, so I might as well not do the thing, right? So that's a very common way that we talk ourselves out of things. And really, it's so silly, because if you think about it, if you're trying to run a mile, or actually, if you're trying to run a marathon, let's think of it like this. You don't just start out running a marathon. What do you do when you're trying to run a marathon? Well, I can tell you, this girl right here, if I were going to try to run a marathon, I would have to go in a lot of baby steps. And doing those baby steps are what turns into the big steps, And somewhere along the way, we've kind of convinced ourselves that either the thing's not worth it, or that we're not capable, or that we don't have time, or, again, whatever the story is like to you, there's a million different ways this can go. So today, what I'm going to encourage you to do is come up with something that you want to work towards. And then we're going to start to really get this vision for the 6-month plan, right? So just in the next 6 months, where do you want to be? Whether that's something like in your mindset, or is there, some specific goal that you want to set for the next 6 months? Really just starting to tune into what feels exciting for you to actually put on the calendar. Now, the other interesting part about doing that right now, like literally in this crazy season that we're in, is that nobody knows what 6 months are going to look like, right? So that's even more reason why a lot of people are thinking, why even bother? Because what if this is all for nothing? It's not for nothing. I promise you. If the past 6 months, if the past 3 months have taught us anything, it's that anything's possible. Like you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes it looks different than we expected. Sometimes it's more challenging than expected, but sometimes it's easier than expected. Have you guys ever had something that came to you like so fast and easy that like you just think that you like switched it in your head? That just happened to me. So I was sharing with you guys a little bit yesterday about my surgery. And so that's been a big, scary goal of mine because it's a big, scary thing. There were a lot of obstacles or like roadblocks, so to speak, in my way as far as timing. The doctor that I wanted to use wasn't even like, I've been on a wait list for a consultation for about 6 months. And so I knew that the process was going to feel pretty long, and I knew that the cost was going to be very high that I was not prepared for. And so all of these things, all of these reasons why it wouldn't work out, why it almost would be like a waste of time to even entertain the thing or like to go through with the appointment. But you have to. You just have to. And when you can start to use some of these tools, when you can start to use your mind to connect and believe in the end goal, that's when things start to happen very quickly. So that's when essentially I just decided with a hope and a prayer with all of my heart that I would be healed by what's going on in my body by my birthday. And I don't know why. It's not like it's a milestone birthday. That's just what happened to me. That's just what came about. And literally when I was telling you guys, like when I heard that they had a date in July, I almost fell out of my chair because there was still part of me that like didn't think it was possible, you know? So you just never know what's going to blow your own mind. You just never know what is just around the corner from you. So it's very important that you can stay focused on the smaller steps, you know, because sometimes if you kind of give up on the smaller steps, then the big steps are not going to happen. So if I had not been like calling the doctor's office, checking in with this, that, and the other, getting all of my ducks in a row, then all of the things would not have come together. I wouldn't have been ready, even if they were ready, right? So that's how a lot of times we miss out on opportunities because we think, well, this effort is probably not going to be worth it. Or what if it wouldn't work out? Then I would have wasted my time. What if I got my hopes up? Thank you, Natalie. A lot of times I hear from people, they're like, well, I want this thing to happen, but I don't want to believe in it too hard because I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to be disappointed. That's like the biggest subconscious block. Because again, your subconscious mind is trying to keep you safe from harm. And that doesn't just mean like hurting yourself. It means hurting your feelings. So your subconscious mind is going to try to keep you from doing things that are going to feel disappointing. But if you can really start to work with the mind in a different way, then you can start to move past a lot of those hindrances, you know? So that's what I want to do today, is work through a lot of those things. You guys with me? So as we get started, what I want you to do is really just come into your space wherever you are. Take a moment to set yourself up for being super comfy. I'm going to do a little Palo Santo. If you have a fragrance that you want to work with, really just set the tone for this practice. Carving out this space for yourself, whatever that looks like for you. Coming into your body and starting to just deepen your breath down into the belly. Taking a hand to the heart, a hand to the belly, and just noticing where you feel this topic as we start to talk about goals and dreams and all the things. Noticing if you feel that little bit of tension or that twist in the pit of your stomach, or maybe it feels like, you know, a tightness in the chest or in the throat. Maybe it feels like a shortness of breath. Just noticing it and breathing into it now. And if you could allow yourself just for a moment to get crazy, And think about the big scary dream that you want, that sometimes might even feel too scary to even admit. I want you to think about it right now. What in your wildest dreams for you would be possible? Who would you be if there were no reason involved, if there were no logic involved? Who would you be? What would you be doing? Just taking a moment to get very curious now. And most of the time, we already know the answer. But if you don't, that's okay. Maybe something will come through for you today. And that's what I want to work with today. Whatever that big scary thing is, we're going to see if we can make it not quite as scary. So let's go ahead and tune in, bringing the palms together, sitting up nice and tall wherever you are. Stretching the spine up nice and tall, bringing the thumbs into the sternum, rolling the shoulders back and down. Tuning in here with the Adi mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Just making a little sound current, letting your body experience this little wake-up call. Deep inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deep, hold it at the top. Exhale, relaxing the breath, relaxing the hands, and just feeling the difference. Doesn't that feel good to tune in? So I'm going to share with you guys one of my top secrets, one of my literal life hacks today. It's my very favorite prosperity meditation. So typically on a new moon, it's a really smashing time to do some prosperity work in the form of meditations. And in Kundalini, there are many of them, but this particular one is kind of like the queen mother of all prosperity meditations in the way of opportunity. So I'll spare you the long version, but this is one that I do every day. I've done it for years. And in fact, when I first started doing it on a regular basis is when things started to happen very quickly for me. So the first time I did it for like 90 days in a row, I literally, like my life changed. I got a promotion at work. Actually, I got engaged. Me and my boyfriend got engaged. We actually got married within a 12-month time, got engaged, got married. I got a promotion at work. I got a huge raise, like huge raise. We found like the perfect house. I got a new car. My husband got a new car. My husband got a job opportunity that was like way beyond imagination. So you never know. Things can start to happen very quickly when you just allow yourself to believe what's possible. So it's quite magical and it's pretty simple. Basically, all we're going to do is start to bring the hands into a Gyan Mudra. So like you're saying, okay. And then we're going to start to swirl the hands in this figure 8 shape above the head. Okay, so the thing is, you want your hands to come backwards towards your face, just like that, while you're holding that okay shape. And then you just sit up tall and pray that your shoulders don't fall off. No, I'm kidding. You'll build a lot of strength with this one. So it's traditionally practiced for 11 minutes, but we're not going to go for that long today. And then the only other rule is once you start to sit up tall, you'll just start to feel like you're sweeping the clouds away or the cobwebs. right? You're also kind of making this little infinity shape above the head. So it works, to me, I almost kind of picture like it's like a little funnel for everything that you're wanting to happen and everything you're calling in. And then the only other thing is you don't want to let the hands drop below the heart space. So keep the elbows up, and then we're going to go right into it. And we're going to use this little mantra, Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. It's just over and over again. So I want you to start to chant along. We're already on the clock now. Start to chant along just like from the bottom of your navel. Like make your voice sound like his, so you kind of feel that rumble through the navel. And then you can close your eyes and just go into it. It feels really beautiful just to sweep all the cobwebs out, sweeping away any doubts, any blocks, any limitations. Kind of find your own rhythm here. And just starting to notice where your mind goes. If your mind starts to focus on your arms being fatigued or everything you have to do today, just bring it back. You can always sit up a little bit taller and it'll help you to hold your arms up longer. And you can take your attention to the hands, really feeling yourself surrounded with this energy. We're halfway done. Last little bit here. Keep going. Last 10 seconds, go faster. Do the same thing, but just helicopter faster. As fast as you can. Go, 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 go. Good. Now inhale, keep the mudra. Stretch the arms up as tall as you can. Sip in more air. Stretch as tall as you can and squeeze the root lock. Squeeze your navel. Squeeze like you have to go to the bathroom so bad. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold the breath. Exhale, keep the arms up. Good. 2 more breaths just like that. Inhale deep. Stretch and squeeze. Exhale. Good. 1 more time. Deep inhale. Stretch up. And hold the breath, hold the hands and twist left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Center, exhale. Good job. And your breath return to normal. Taking a moment just to be in your body right here. Feeling yourself refreshed. Feeling all of those old cobwebs swept away, and now asking yourself again, what would you do? Who would you be if there were no rules or regulations involved, if anything was possible and available for you, what would that look like if you were truly to listen in deeply to your heart right now? Just considering. Noticing the shift in your body as you take your thoughts towards this thing, this magical thing. Whatever that thing is, maybe it's a situation, maybe it's a state of mind. Whatever it is, just acknowledging now. And we'll start to tap on the top of the head. And remember, you can keep your eyes closed while we're tapping. It's going to really help you to tune in to your thoughts even more. And start to repeat after me. Even though I have my doubts about this, I'd really like to receive, name it, fill in the blank here. Because receiving this would make me feel, what is that thing going to do for you? Whatever that dream is it going to make you feel loved or secure or successful? Maybe it's just happy. Breathing into that feeling. Good. Moving right in between the brow. Even if I'm not used to voicing my desires, I'm willing to give this a shot. Because wouldn't it be nice to have, naming it again. Good, breathing into it there. Wouldn't it be nice to have it? Just allowing yourself to try it on for a few minutes. Moving to the outside of the brow. There's a part of me that thinks this is silly. There's a part of me that thinks this won't happen. There's a part of me that feels like I don't deserve it. Or that I'm not ready for it. Or that I just may mess it up if I got it. Or that people would judge me. Part of me thinks this is going to be really hard. And what else? Noticing any other thoughts that come to mind right now. There's a part of me that fears. Just letting your mind show you the answer there. What is the fear behind the thing? Breathing into that fear. Starting to let it soften. Moving underneath the eye. But I'm ready to take a look at this fear today. Because I've wanted this for so long. And I've tried a lot of different things to make this happen. But it still hasn't happened. So I'm ready to take a look at why. Good. Get it curious, breathing into it there. Moving underneath the nose. Isn't this possible for me? Listen to your own answer. Just connecting with that inner dialogue so that you can understand more deeply exactly what's going on. Isn't it understandable that I want this? Good, moving on to the chin. Aren't I perfectly deserving? What is it that would make me more deserving? Just getting curious with yourself here. Moving on to the collarbone. What will happen when I get what I want? How will my life change? Breathing into that, really connecting some dots here. Good. Moving on to the sternum, softening into the heart right now. Today I'm ready to feel differently about this. Today I'm ready to feel ready to receive this gift so graciously. Because I know I deserve to have this, just as I am today. And breathing into it there. Moving underneath the arm now. Today I'm ready to receive. Today I'm ready to choose faith that all things are working out in my favor. I choose to believe that this gets to be easier than I expected. Good, feeling into that right now. Moving underneath the ribs. I choose to believe that this gets to be fun. Good, back to the top of the head. It's safe to believe in this working out. It feels better to believe in myself than to listen to those old negative stories. So I'm ready to lean into receiving. Good, big, huge, deep inhale there. Good, moving underneath or in between the eyebrows. I'm willing to work towards this goal, even if it feels like a stretch, because I know that I'm taking aligned action. Even if I don't know exactly what to do. Good, outside of the brow. I trust that I'm being guided. I know that I can't mess this up. And even if it takes a little longer than I want, if it's meant for me, then it will be. Good. Breathing into that now. Moving underneath the eyes. It's safe to relax and trust that this is already on the way to me. Good. Feeling into it now. Really just starting to imagine how it would feel in your mind if you knew this was a sure thing. If you knew that in 6 months this thing was going to be yours, or maybe in a year, if you knew for sure that it was working out, how would that feel? Go into that feeling right now, moving underneath the nose. I'm ready to receive it. It's safe for me to receive it now. Good, moving onto the chin. I deserve to receive this. I am so worthy of receiving this. Good. And back to the collarbone. Remembering that feeling that you're going to have, naming it the best that you can as you try it on right now. I'm worthy of feeling, naming that emotion. Maybe it's you're worthy of feeling happy, or you're worthy of feeling loved or secure, successful, whatever the thing is. Moving on to the heart. Today I'm claiming this victory. Today I'm claiming abundance. Claim whatever you want to claim. Call it out right now. Today I'm claiming ease. Today I'm claiming success. Feeling into every single one, really absorbing all of this energy. Today I'm claiming promotion. Today I'm claiming love. Feeling it right now, taking a giant deep breath in. Good. Underneath the arms. Victory comes to me easily now. Naming your thing. Abundance comes to me easily now. Opportunity comes to me easily now. Connections come to me easily now. Acceptance comes to me easily now. Good. Breathing in there, feeling it all coming in. Whatever it is you're calling in, feeling it coming to you right now. Moving underneath the ribs. I'm ready to receive it. It's safe for me to accept it right now. And I choose to believe that it's already on the way to me. Good. Taking one final breath in there, relaxing the hands. Pulling all the way up and then holding it at the top for just a moment. Exhale. Staying connected with this vision as you deepen the breath down into the belly, feeling your belly all the way up like a big balloon. Rolling the eyes back just as if you were going to look through the back of your own head. Feeling them flutter. And then releasing your eyes, releasing any tension that you feel holding on in the body. And I want you to go deeper into this image right now. Just as if you could press fast forward and go into the future where you have this moment, seeing yourself here, just like you had a little movie playing on the screen in your mind, picturing now you in this victory moment. Having whatever this thing is for you, having it all worked out effortlessly, just as if it was always meant to be yours. Seeing yourself in the picture and noticing anything that catches your attention. Is there anything that looks different about you? Noticing how much time has passed. Taking a look at anything surrounding you. Any little clues that are there for you. Taking one more deep breath here and really feeling into this energy, seeing this emotion on your face, this fulfillment, breathing it in. And now allowing your mind to take you exactly into 6 months from now, right around Thanksgiving. Tuning in deeply and understanding exactly what it is that's helpful for you to be doing over this next 6 months towards this big dream coming true. What are the actions that you can take just between now and 6 months? Allowing this future version of you to show you the answers that you need. Allowing yourself to understand so clearly exactly what to do and how to do it. Taking in any last details that you might need here. And now bringing the hands back to that Gyan Mudra, just as if you were going to say, okay. Flipping the palms under, so just as if you were holding a platter with the hands, thumbs and pointer finger touching, holding that platter gently in the lap. And I want you to close your eyes and go back to picturing that thing that you want. I want you to picture it right here in your hands, being delivered right now to you, just as if it were being handed over on a silver platter. Breathing gently and holding that energy, feeling the weight of it in your hand. Even if it's not a material thing, just imagining some representation of it right here in your hand. Starting to connect with the mantra as you feel this energy of the thing coming in. Feeling that it's already yours. Just start to whisper or chant along. It feels good. Mind locked in, laser focused on your thing, holding it like the treasure that it is. Imagining different aspects of it now. trying on different scenarios that are going to be happening in your life with this thing. One more giant deep breath in here, holding it at the top. Feeling it in your body that this thing is already with you. And gently exhale. Relaxing the hands, relaxing the breath. Slowly bringing your attention back to your breath, taking a hand to the heart, a hand to the belly. Giving yourself a squeeze here for being so brave to allow yourself this space to dream. Noticing how good it feels in your body to allow this space for yourself to expand. Sending so much gratitude into you for holding this space for yourself this morning. And taking just one last moment here to ask yourself, what is something I can do today? What is that one baby step, that one thing, even if it feels scary, even if it feels ridiculous, even if it feels dumb, what is the one thing that you can do today towards this dream? What is the one thing that you can commit to? Maybe it's as simple as having a conversation with someone, or doing a Google search, or maybe it's as simple as putting something on your calendar to do in the next week. Whatever feels right, just doing it. Taking some time to get into your body and move your body today. Really sealing your practice with a little celebration dance. So turning on your favorite jams, moving your body and really feeling into all of this energy, staying with this energy of this belief, this faith, whatever the thing is that you just connected with, staying with this faith and this feeling as long as you can today. In any way that feels good to play with it. Just flirt with the idea that it's already yours. Thank you guys so much for coming today. This was such a beautiful practice. And I'm so glad that you made it. Terribly sorry about the tech problems and reroute, but I'm so glad to see you guys here. If you guys have any questions, does everyone feel good? I hope you feel absolutely incredible going into this weekend and this new moon energy. Good, I'm so glad, Jasmine. Thank you guys all for coming. Let me know if you have any questions. You guys know where to find me. Oh, me too, Natalie. Thanks for making it. Oh, thanks, everyone. Awesome. You guys have such a great weekend, and I'll talk to you very soon.